In the kitchen, this is Dee Hatcher. He is from Gus's world famous fried chicken. Good morning.
Hey, Dennis. Good morning.
Good, so that is quite a name for a chicken place, so you know it's going to be good. It's world famous.
Absolutely.
All right, so obviously Gus's is not going to share all the trade secrets with us, but what are you going to show us today?
Okay, so this is how I would do fried chicken at home, and then I'll show you the finished product that Gus's would serve you in the restaurant.
Okay.
So at home we have some chicken breasts that we're gonna do.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper in there.
All right.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of pepper.
Season it to taste at home. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there.
Okay.
Now at home, I like to use my Creole seasoning. So some of that
you're gonna kick this up a notch.
Absolutely. So there we go. Got that in there. Gonna give that a little whisk right quick.
And of course, if you didn't want it to be hot, you just leave that out, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I have buttermilk here, and I'm gonna add some eggs. So you wanna have your buttermilk egg mixture.
So
now,
what is it about buttermilk?
Buttermilk, well, what I do at home is I like for my buttermilk to be cold and my chicken to be cold, less than 40 degrees, because when I mix the buttermilk and the flour at that temperature and I put it in my grease, it's going to give it a good crispy texture, and that's exactly what you want in your chicken. You want it very crispy. So we're going to mix those eggs up in there.
Right in the buttermilk. Buttermilk is so thick, that's why it clings to the chicken so well.
Right, and you want it to cling like that because you want your flour to have something to stick on.
Okay.
So we're going to take that big breast and we're going to just slide it right in there.
All right.
And I have gloves on and I'm keeping one hand clear because I want to be able to lift it out of the flour.
Okay, so when you put it from the wet to the dry, you want a dry hand.
Right.
Okay.
So grab some of your flour, just throw it on top.
All right. Now y'all can hear that he's already got one going here while we're getting that one going. He did the same thing to this one. Okay. So how much you want to put on there?
Okay, so you want to get it evenly coated, and then when you lift it out of there, you want to give it a little shake, just a little shake, and see this is good right here.
Okay.
That's what you want to put in your fryer right here.
Okay.
So once again, I want to stress that this is not Gus's recipe right here. This is Dee's home recipe. Now over here in the fryer.
Okay. Now he's already put one in, which you've done with your home recipe, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So here in the fryer, I'm just lift that up, let you see how that's looking.
Look how brown it is.
This is authentic Gus's right here. We already had that frying, so this is authentic Gus's right here. We got it frying. It's probably going to be ready in 5 minutes, and they're going to fight me to see who gets to eat that.
How do you know when it's done properly?
Okay, so there are a couple of methods that we use. You can do by time elapse, which is about 12 to 15 minutes. For a breast, you want to give it closer to 15 minutes. For a thigh, maybe the 10 to 12 minutes. Temperature-wise, now you want all pieces of chicken cooked above 165. We go for right at that 180 to 190 temperature. That gives a good crispy crust. It will make sure that white meat on the inside is done. You're not getting any red. So
do you recommend using a thermometer at home?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want to use a thermometer at home because you don't know when you're going to get to that 180 to 190 by dead reckoning. Now, time elapse is pretty good. You can still go by 15 minutes. 15 minutes in 350 degree shortening is going to give you a done breast. Use your thermometer. You cannot go wrong with that thermometer.
Because we have not had this in for 15 minutes, but it looks done to me.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're not hurting it by leaving it in there to continue.
Right. We're just going to let that cook. I have my handy thermometer. We're gonna tempt that later.
Now, once it comes out, this is what it looks like at Gus's.
Yes.
What you guys do. You can come right here.
Okay.
All right.
So I'd like to display it a little bit. So on my macaroni and cheese, we like to add a little bit of
extra
shredded cheese. And then we're going to add a little bit of paprika just for color.
Okay.
And then this is how you would get it. Now, if you don't want to spend all of this time at home cooking just like I showed you, please come on by Gus. We're open on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And on the 6th, we are doing a charity event. We're going to be giving to the Magic Moments. 10% of our revenue that day is going to Magic Moments. So we'd love for you guys to come by and support our charity on that.
That is a great charity, and you get some great chicken and the sides. Or, again, some of you probably already have your recipe that you do, but if you don't, you might want to try this one and see how it works out for you. Dee, thank you so much.
Okay.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Where are you guys located again?
2nd Avenue South, 2201 2nd Avenue South. I'd love to see you downtown. Come on down. You're going to see me all about the restaurant.
All right, very good. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll have this recipe on the website for you. Back in a moment. That looks delicious.
Thank you, Janet.